Hi, Jane Paul here from the Early On Child and Family Center in Lanark County. Today I'm talking about adventurous play. Adventurous play is a really important part of children's development. It's a time when they develop confidence, when they develop risk management skills, resiliency, and a lot of problem-solving skills. So adventurous or challenging play has quite a few different categories. There are things like height in play, so think tree climbing for kids. There are things like using speed. Think about riding your bicycle quickly down a hill and that feeling of exhilarance. It's about using real tools. So tools like hammers and saws and jackknives, things that are used in the real world. It's about dangerous elements. So think about things like building a campfire and using fire to roast hot dogs and marshmallows. Even swimming in water that's where you can't touch the bottom and it's over your head. It's about things like rough and tumble play, learning about, play fighting and, what is too much and what is okay when you're play fighting with another child. It's also about the feeling of being lost. So think about being out in a forest where there are no familiar landmarks, or even playing hide and seek, where you are enclosed and away from the world and you feel like you're the only person there. These types of things help children learn to push their limits. They also teach their children what their limits are. You will find often this type of play gives parents anxiety because they're worried about their children being injured as they push their limits. But the statistics actually show that kids who are involved in adventurous and challenging play, risky play, actually it reduces the risk of injury because they learn the signals from their body and from their brain that tells them when things are okay and when they're not. So parents need to take the attitude of play should be as safe as needed, but not as safe as possible. We want to give the kids a chance to experiment, to push their limits, to figure out how the world works. We also want to give them a chance to fail in this. It's a wonderful type of play for becoming more resilient when you have to deal with the fact that things didn't go quite the way you wanted them to. So what is it you have to do? Let's problem solve. What is it that they have to do to figure out and make it work the way they want it to work? So this type of play involves all sorts of things. It's figuring out how the world works. It's figuring out how your body works. It's often exhilarating and challenging and exciting, and kids will play at it for a long time. So if parents can take a step back and allow their children to engage in this type of play without too much interference, you might just be surprised at finding out how capable and competent your children are. And again, it's a type of play that builds confidence, resilience, problem solving, all sorts of things in there. It allows kids to really push their limits in the world and extend them as far as they want to go. It's wonderful for physical and mental well-being, which is a part of how learning happens and a part of being a healthy human being. So I hope this gives you a little insight into adventurous play and gives you a little bit more confidence to allow your children to engage in it. If you want to some more short videos on parenting, on things like dealing with behavior and other aspects, and also circle times and things that you can do with kids, check out our YouTube channel at Children's Resources on Wheels. Anyway, we hope you enjoyed this quick clip. Leave us a comment if you have questions about it, and you can always contact us through our website, crowlanark.com. Take care.